Last scene says you're online, but you haven't talked to me in weeks. I keep staring at that green light, looking for answers it won't speak. Tell me, am I the only one who's ever waited for a message that never came? Yeah. It's 2:47 in the morning, and I'm checking my phone again, knowing damn well nothing changed since the last 10 times I checked it. Your profile picture's still the same, your status hasn't moved, but somehow every little thing still reminds me of you. I told myself I'd stop looking, told myself I'd let go, but every time I make progress, something pulls me back slow. Maybe it's the memories, maybe it's regret, maybe it's all the words neither of us ever said. Funny how a screen can hold so much power, turn minutes into days, turn days into hours. One little notification can change your entire mood, and silence can hurt more than hearing the truth. I keep telling myself, move on, but moving on feels impossible when a part of me is still waiting. Your last scene says you're online, oh, but you haven't talked to me in weeks. Yeah. I keep staring at that green light, looking for answers it won't speak. Yeah. Your last scene says you're online, and maybe that's the hardest part, knowing you're active somewhere while disappearing from my heart. Yeah, I remember when we talked until sunrise, when every conversation felt alive, when my phone lighting up would instantly make me smile. Now it does the opposite. Now every vibration makes me wonder if it's you, and every time it isn't, a little part of me breaks too. People say if they wanted to, they would. Maybe they're right. Maybe the silence is the answer I've been trying not to read, because closure isn't always spoken. Sometimes closure looks like unread messages. Sometimes closure looks like growing apart. Sometimes closure looks like accepting what you don't want to accept. Let me ask you something. Have you ever opened a chat just to reread old messages? Scroll back months, maybe years, just to feel something again? Have you ever watched someone become a stranger while still knowing everything about them? Yeah, that kind of pain doesn't get talked about enough. Your last scene says you're online, but the version of you I knew is gone. Oh, I'm still holding on to memories while you're already moving on. Yeah, your last scene said, yeah, your last scene says you're online, yet somehow you're so far away. And that's the part I never thought I'd have to learn to face. The hardest truth wasn't losing you, it was losing the future I imagined with you. All the plans, all the conversations, all the moments that never got the chance to happen. I spent so much time waiting for a message that I forgot to live my own life. Yeah, I kept one foot in the past, one foot in the present, wondering why I couldn't move forward. Then one day it hit me, you weren't coming back. Not because you hated me, not because you didn't care, but because some people are only meant for certain chapters, not the whole book. Maybe healing starts when you stop checking. Maybe peace begins when you stop waiting. Maybe the message you've been hoping for isn't coming. Maybe that's okay. Your last scene says you're online, but I don't check anymore. I finally stopped searching for what isn't there anymore. Your last scene says you're online, and for the first time I'm alright, because I learned some people leave so you can find yourself again. Your last scene says you're online, but my life doesn't pause tonight. I stopped waiting for a text and started writing my next chapter. Sometimes a message never comes, sometimes the apology never comes, Sometimes the closure never comes, and sometimes you become your own closure. Your last scene says you're online, but you haven't talked to me in weeks. I keep staring at that green light, looking for answers it won't speak. Tell me, am I the only one who's ever waited for a message that never came? It's 2:47 in the morning, and I'm checking my phone again, knowing damn well nothing changed since the last 10 times I checked it. Your profile picture's still the same, your status hasn't moved, but somehow every little thing still reminds me of you. I told myself I stopped looking, told myself I let go, but every time I make progress, something pulls me back slow. Maybe it's the memories, maybe it's regret, maybe it's all the words neither of us ever said. Funny how a screen can hold so much power, to minutes into days, turn days into hours. One little notification can change your entire mood, and silence can hurt more than hearing the truth. I keep telling myself, move on, but moving on feels impossible when a part of me is still waiting. Your last scene says you're online, but you haven't talked to me in weeks. I keep staring at that green light, looking for answers it won't speak. Tell me, am I the only one who's ever waited for a message that never came? It's 2:47 in the morning, and I'm checking my phone again, knowing damn well nothing changed since the last 10 times I checked it. Your profile picture's still the same, your status hasn't moved, but somehow every little thing still reminds me of you. I told myself I stopped looking, told myself I let go, but every time I make progress, something pulls me. Through memories I should have erased, reading old texts like they're pages from a diary, trying to find the exact moment you stopped choosing me. Funny how a chat can become a graveyard, filled with good mornings and promises that fell apart. Pictures, voice notes, inside jokes we used to share, now they're just reminders that you're no longer there. I still remember how fast you replied, back when my name brought a smile to your eyes, back when we talk about dreams and plans, back when forever felt close enough to touch with our hands. Now forever feels like a word that lied. And every time I see you're active, a part of me starts hoping, even though deep down I already know the truth. Your last scene says you're online, but your heart's somewhere I can't reach. I keep looking for a sign in the silence that you leave. Your last scene says you're online, and maybe that's what hurts the most. You're still here on my screen, but you're gone where it counts. Yeah, people think heartbreak happens all at once, like a door slamming shut, like a final goodbye. But sometimes heartbreak is slower, sometimes it's watching replies get shorter, watching effort disappear, watching somebody slowly become unavailable without ever saying the words. That's what happened to us. No big fight, no dramatic ending, just distance. We're distanced in silence, and somehow silence became permanent. I kept making excuses for you. Maybe you're busy, maybe you're stressed, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow kept turning into another tomorrow, and eventually I ran out of excuses. Retention moment, if you've ever reopened the same conversation hundreds of times, if you've ever typed a message and deleted it, if you've ever wondered why someone everyone change without explanation, then you know exactly what this feels like. Because confusion hurts, but unanswered questions hurt longer. Your last scene says you're online, yet somehow I'm talking to memories. The person I miss doesn't exist anymore, at least not for me. Your last scene says you're online, but I think I'm finally seeing clear. Sometimes people leave your life without ever physically disappearing. I used to think closure came from answers. Now I know that's not always true. Sometimes closure comes from acceptance. Accepting they changed, accepting you changed, accepting some stories were never meant to last forever. And that's hard, especially when your heart still visits places your mind already left. I spent months blaming myself, wondering what I could have done better, what I could have said differently, how I could have made you stay. But the truth is, you can't force someone to choose what they already left behind. No matter how much you care, no matter how hard you try. Maybe the lesson wasn't about losing you, maybe the lesson was about finding me. Maybe I got so focused on being wanted that I forgot my own worth. Maybe I kept checking for your name because I was afraid to move forward. But growth begins the moment you stop looking back. So tonight I archive the conversation, not because I stopped caring, not because I forgot, but because I deserve peace too. I deserve mornings that don't start with disappointment. I deserve nights that don't end with questions. I deserve a future that isn't waiting on somebody else's decision. And maybe that's the biggest realization. The chapter ended a long time ago. I was just the last one turning the page.
Your last scene says you're online,
but I don't need to know anymore.
I stopped measuring my value
By who chooses to stay or ignore.
Your last scene says you're online,
And for the first time I don't care
because my happiness was never supposed to depend on
whether you were there.
Your last scene says you're online,
But my life is moving too. And while I once waited for a message, now I'm writing a future that doesn't wait for you. One day you'll stop checking, you'll stop wondering, you'll stop hoping. And when that day comes, you won't miss the message. You'll realize you became the person you were waiting to be all along.